Alright guys, welcome back to another really quick, short little Armor tutorial. Today I'm going to be talking about the way that I set up my radios so that I can quickly switch nets. This is a practice that I believe works for everyone in the unit from the bottom all the way to the top in terms of from your basic rifleman, even in my position as a JTAC. So the first thing we're going to do in Armor here is we're going to pop into our configure controls, configure add-ons. I've already been in here, so TIFA from the drop-down box, and then you want to find your transmit and transmit additional fields here. Now by default, as everybody knows from OSUT, caps lock to transmit and then Tango to talk on your alternate channel. What I'm going to do basically is reverse these. So my transmit keybind is going to become Tango, and my transmit additional is going to become caps lock. For my long range, which I obviously use a lot, same principle, I swap those. Obviously I have my mouse buttons bound there as well, because I use my mouse buttons because I talk on my long range a lot. So I'm going to close that, and then I'm going to open up my radio here. Now I'm going to just use a fictional set of nets here so as to not be confusing. Let's clear this out, and then first we're going to set up our fire team frequency. So let's say I am on 100.1, and then I'm going to set that frequency. Now normally you would change up and set your additional channels, but I'm going to set this channel as my additional. I'm going to set my stereo settings here to put it into my left ear. Then I'm going to go up. I'm going to set my squad frequency, which is 100. We will set that. I'm going to set that to be in my right ear. Then we're going to step up another channel, and then let's say we wanted to set a platoon frequency. Actually, let's redo these a little bit. So let's say platoon frequency is 100, squad is 110, and then let's say the team is 111. Just so the numbers are a little simpler to work with. And then channel 4 is just whatever random series of numbers comes out of it. I always check it to make sure it is actually a net that's not in use, because this whole method falls apart if that's a frequency that's not in use. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually leave it on this random series of numbers. We're going to pretend now that I'm just a rifleman in a fire team. I could be a 2IC, I could not be, you never know. Let's say that for whatever reason I'm both a let's say I'm a fire team 2IC right now. So what this means is that my caps lock key gives me my squad frequency exactly as you'd expect. And then my Tango key, I mean I do key up on it, but we can see clearly in the TIFA info in the bottom right corner that it's just some random frequency. Let's say that then my team leader goes down. I have to step up onto SquadNet. All I need to do is on my numpad, I push the number 2. It immediately sets my channel 2. Well, it sets my primary channel to channel 2, which I've already set to SquadNet. Now when I push my Tango key, I'm talking on SquadNet. Push my caps lock key, I'm talking on my team net. I've not had to open my radio. I could be doing other things, it's one keybind. My team lead gets back up, I need to switch off the net so that I'm only monitoring my assigned channels. To do this, all I need to do is push numpad 4 again, and now I'm back on my random series of numbers. I'm no longer monitoring a frequency. Let's say that for whatever catastrophic reason, we end up with a situation where the squad leader, the squad medic, team leader's down. We've got a chain of command issue basically, and I need to step up to platoon to call for assistance. Well, very simple. Again, just need to hit the number 3 on my keyboard, on my numpad. Now I am immediately switched over to my platoon frequency, and now my Tango key is going to be on platoon, and my caps lock hasn't changed from squad, and this entire time I haven't had to open a radio. Then everyone gets back up, situation's resolved, press 4 and step back down. It is a little bit backwards having to have your primary channel as your alternate, but I think it works very well. Now, for anyone who uses long-range radios, we can set those up as well. So the way I normally do this is 7.0, then 7.5, then 7.9, then 5.1 is normally my mix of long-range nets. 7.0, our ground-to-air net always stays on the additional, and then using control and the numpad keys, I can flick through the other frequencies. So if I needed to talk to a downed pilot, I've got control 3 for 7.9. If we're on the airbase and I need to coordinate airbase traffic, I can do that on 7.5. If I need to talk to a reinsert flight for whatever reason, I can use 5.1 to talk to that chalk. And if I want to just get rid of that net altogether, I can use Control 5 to basically blank that net out. And then I'm back to just listening to the nets I need to be on. Just so that I guess I'm clearing this up, my normal radio setup is 31.1, 3.1, 130 for my radio. I'm always on 31.1, which is the Alpha Company HQ net, and I'm normally on 3.1, which is the Alpha Company net. And then if we have a situation where we are struggling to get into contact with the platoon, we're finding that the platoon's unresponsive on company for whatever reason, I can easily just push 3 on my numpad, switch to the in this case 130 is the third platoon net, listen to whatever's happening there very quickly, jump back up to 3.1, and go from there. It allows me to quickly establish if we have a break in the chain of command at a platoon level, or if there's something else happening that they're dealing with that is obviously taking priority for them, on top of talking on their higher means nets. So that's a quick rundown on how I set up my radio to allow for quick step ups in an infantry situation, or in my billet as a JTAC allows me to quickly rotate between nets. If I need to, for whatever reason, talk on a net I don't normally need to talk on, but just need it there, quick and easy to access. So that is going to wrap that one up. That's all there is to it.